What is up guys, HyRoolLegend Skinner, and coming at you guys with another content of Cookie Run Kingdom. So previously in one of my videos, I've actually shared with you guys how Moonlight Cookie skill that is potentially coming to Cookie Run Kingdom. Of course, that is with the leak, so we don't know if that's the exact skill. However, with that skill, there is going to be a big meta change where BTS Cookie is probably going to be used less often because of the new debuff that she's going to have with the sleep as well as tired. So there was that leak. However, after a couple days, if you guys go to the official Naver Cafe for Cookie Run Kingdom, there has been a lot of different leaks with the title screen as well as 2 additional epic cookies that are going to be released. So in this video, I wanted to quickly talk about them and tell you guys how this is really going to change how the arena is going to be played and how important some of these other factors or features inside of the game is going to be compared to how it is right now. Alright, so let me go and talk about this, and before I get into it though, I do want to let you guys know, because of the fact that this is going to consist of leaks, if you guys do not want to find out about the leaks and want to prepare yourself for the update beforehand, then just go and skip to another video guys, because this is going to be spoiling some of the things that might come out inside of the game. Of course, it is not confirmed, but let's get into it guys. If you guys look at the screen right now, you're going to be able to see a title screen that has been leaked within social media as well as an official Naver Cafe. Once again, I will link it down in the description if you guys do want to check it out. But you guys can see that this is going to be the new title screen consisting of Moonlight Cookie in the middle, just like how it was with Pure Vanilla, alright, as well as Hollyberry actually, and honestly Dark Cacao, which are going to be the main characters within the episodes. So most likely Moonlight Cookie and the City of Wizards is going to be part of episode 15. So for you guys who are still wanting golden cheese, I think that it's probably good to, you know, conclude that Moonlight Cookie and City of Wizards are going to be the next update for the 2nd anniversary. All right, we might just need to wait a little bit longer for Golden Cheese, who is going to be an ancient, and Moonlight is going to be officially joining us probably for the 2nd anniversary as a new legendary featuring another gacha. All right, so let's talk about it real quick. You guys can see Moonlight in the middle sleeping, you know, having different cookies on the side as well. So of course on the right side, just like how we have for majority of the title screen regarding the story mode, is going to be Wizards, Strawberry as well as Ginger Brave, and we do have them sleeping on the side, probably going to be featuring that new skill that we have for Moonlight. So if you guys do want to check out that video, then make sure to go and check it out. I'll leave it down in the description as well. But we do have 3 additional cookies on the left side of the screen, featuring one of the cookies right there on the top facing the left side. Don't really know exactly who that is going to be. I know there has been leaks, but I'm not too into the Twitter leaks, so I've found this on the Naver Cafe once again. And then we do have a new cookie that is going to be from Oven Break. All right, so we had Prophet Cookie, but we do have another one, and that is going to be Blueberry Pie Cookie. And you guys have known when you guys asked me, hey HyRool, who do you want from Oven Break? I've always said Timekeeper as well as Blueberry Pie. So we're finally going to be getting Blueberry Pie, who is going to be also linked to the City of Wizards. So I will be going over her skill that has been kind of leaked, because it's very interesting and it might actually potentially really change how the game is going to be played and the future skills that are going to come out with Cookie Run Kingdom. All right, and then we do have another cookie right there that is going to be sleeping on the bottom next to the train, and that is potentially going to be the new epic cookie that it might be coming out with Moonlight Cookie, who is going to be called Milky Way Cookie. All right, so I've actually taken the leak stuff and then I transferred it to another image that I created myself. All right, so just like I did with Moonlight Cookie skill, just wrote the English and I kind of highlighted the things that are going to be very important. So here we go guys, let's talk about the first cookie that is going to be here, and that is going to be Blueberry Pie. So Blueberry Pie Cookie is set to come next update, or a couple updates afterwards. So she won't be released with Moonlight Cookie, but her skill is very interesting, and honestly speaking, if this is true, all right, it might potentially really break the game. All right, so let's talk about her skill here, and it actually might be a Oven Break Cookie who is actually going to be super good. So it says a cursed sorceress. So depending on the toppings that the cookie is equipped with, selects a cursed book in the Wizard's Archive, and all 3 books deal damage with arcane lightning and apply an overcurrent debuff. So once again, we do have another cookie, just like how we did with Prophet Cookie, who is gonna utilize the toppings that are going to be equipped on them, and based on that topping, use a specific skill. So for Blueberry Pie's case, we are going to have 3 different books that we're going to have, but you can see that all 3 books are going to deal damage with arcane lightning, which is going to be very similar to probably how it is going to be for Oven Break skill, where she does shoot out some lightning while she is floating in air. Alright, so we do have the debuffs as well, but let's go into it, guys. Blueberry Pie Cookie's normal attack dispels 1 buff from the nearest enemy, and that's probably going to be one of the tanks that are going to be in the front. We're actually going to be dispelling 1 buff. I don't know the duration, and I don't know how much time that can stack. Probably just going to be 1 time, but that potentially means that any of the buffs like damage resist buff, attack buff, and things like that may potentially just be gone from that cookie, and it might really change how some of these buffs and cookies combinations might be used inside of the game. And then the next one is going to be the first book here, guys. The Book of Resolve reduces critical strikes and grants Blueberry Pie Cookie an arcane shield. So we have another type of shield here, guys. We do have the HP shield as well as the shield of light, which is going to be for Financier, and now we have another shield called Arcane Shield, and the Arcane Shield is like an HP shield. However, it's going to be returning Arcane Retaliation. Of course, I think that's going to change a little bit. This is more of a translation, right? To those who deal damage and stunning them later. So it is going to be doing a damage reflection similar to how it is with Shield of Light with Financier. However, we do have a additional effect which is going to be stunning them. All right, probably going to be stunning them after, you know, that shield is gone or something like that. So that is going to be the first skill. So keep in mind, all of these skills are going to still have arcane lightning in the front. And then the next one is going to be the Book of Respite. Heals 3 allies with the highest attack power, cleanses debuffs, and increases critical strike damage, and grants a buff that partially ignores damage resist. All right, so do you guys understand how broken that skill is, guys? All right, it's going to heal 3 allies. All right, so potentially we're going to be having a damage, and then we're going to do the healing. On top of that, cleanses debuff, so have a purify just like how we have with herb, and then also increasing critical strike damage. That means that it's going to increase the damage of the critical strike just like how it is with Oyster as well as Carol, and then grants a buff that partially ignores damage resist, all right, which is going to be kind of like pure damage we have, or true damage we have with Sorbet. So we have a bunch of all of these stuff, okay, combined into one, and is going to be part of its skill. Here's the thing though, this can be good and this can be bad depending on, you know, how they're gonna work with the numbers. But the reason why I say this is because if we have so many things combined together, you know, it might just be better off choosing one, right? One to kind of really focus on, rather than having little bits of things, you know, not really take effect at all. All right, so you know, this can go both ways. It can be really good or really bad depending on the exact number. And of course, this is a leak, so we don't know exactly how it's going to be, but that is a very interesting skill. And then the last book is going to be the Book of Destruction. Prevents the enemy with the highest attack rate from reviving, so preventing something like the feather from activating here, or even someone like Vampire from actually taking advantage of his magic candy potentially. All right, and then prevents all enemies from increasing their attack power, and then deals bonus damage to monsters and bosses. All right, so this probably is going to be more towards the you know, world exploration and things like that, but very interesting that we are going to be preventing a highest attack enemy from reviving and preventing them from increasing their attack power, which means that it might potentially just change the meta, where it might just increase a lot of defense and stuff like that, rather than focusing on the attack power increasing, because we have someone like Blueberry Pie who's going to be preventing that. And the reason why I said in the beginning that, these cookies might really just change how Cookie Run Kingdom's meta is going to be played is because there's a lot of focus on toppings just like Prophet Cookie. And on top of that, we are seeing a lot of different things being added into a cookie, right? That means that a lot of these new cookies that come out may just like, balance things out and things like that. So it's probably going to be good for you guys to start saving up your skill powders and prepare yourself for a big meta change like how I said with Moonlight Cookie. But just keep in mind, Blueberry Pie is set to be a magic cookie along with Moonlight, so make sure to save your powders. Of course, there is some time between Moonlight Cookie's release as well as Blueberry Pie's potential release, but we still do have 2 magic cookies coming out fairly close to each other, so just make sure to save up those powders. And then the next one is going to be the Milky Way Cookie. Of course, we don't have an official picture for it, so I did put the magic cookie cutter as well as the epic soulstone just to represent their icons. But we do have Dream Train as the next skill, and it says all aboard. When using this skill, Milky Way Cookie climbs on the Dream Train, right, to increase its own damage resist and rushes through enemies several times, inflicting damage and defense reduction effects, even if there is a resistance to some movement resisting effects. So I don't know exactly how that is going to be played out, but we do see the defense reduction effect. So another cookie who is going to be decreasing the defense reduction, just like how we do have with Dark Cacao as well as Dark Choco. So we might potentially see some of these cookies being used for bosses as well as maybe the guild boss battle, but we do see that it is going to be increasing damage resist and dealing damage several times to the enemies. All right, the movement resistant effect, I don't know exactly what that means, but we'll have to see. Maybe there is some knockback effects as well. At the end of the skill duration, all allies gain a HP shield. Once again, another shield that is going to be similar to how we have with all the other cookies. So another maybe shield meta might come, and this potentially might bring back Dark Cacao as well as maybe, big maybe, Twizzly Cookie into the meta with the zap effect. And then the Milky Way Cookie is also going to be dealing damage, additional damage, when the shield is equipped. So I don't know what that means. Maybe once the shield is added into Milky Way Cookie's HP, there might be a special effect that happens to deal extra damage. But this is the important thing here, guys. Milky Way Cookie restores HP to allies with each basic attack. So I don't know if this is going to be where like, when you do attack, where HP is going to be healed, or it's going to be something like Coco where instead of dealing damage with the regular attack, we might just potentially have HP healing cookie in place of that damage. So Milky Way Cookie temporarily gains resistance to interrupting effects while using the skill. So very straightforward, more of a easier cookie to see here rather than Blueberry Pie, who's going to be super going to be focusing on toppings and things like that. But Milky Way Cookie is set to come out with Moonlight Cookie as a charge. So we'll have to see how that's going to turn out as well. But just keep in mind, these cookies are pretty much very, really meta focused, it seems like. Of course, more testings are going to have to be done. But I thought it would be very interesting to share with you guys, just because of the fact that it is been shared officially on the Naver Cafe, and a lot of people are kind of talking about it. But I know within the English community, more of an in-depth analysis of the leaked skills hasn't been talked about. So I thought I'll take the time to talk about it with you guys and potentially just get you guys prepared for what is going to be happening next. All right, guys, but keep in mind once again that these are not confirmed as of right now. We still have about 8 days remaining till the next update, so we'll have to see exactly what happens. But it seems very certain that we are going to be getting Moonlight as well as City of Wizards with the next update here, guys, and potentially Blueberry Pie as well as Milky Way Cookie coming very soon. Anyways, guys, let me know down in the comments below what you guys think about the skills. Do you guys found it interesting? Do you guys think that it's really going to be broken here? Who are you guys looking forward to? Moonlight, Blueberry Pie, as well as Milky Way, or the other cookie that is on the top or above Blueberry Pie? And yeah, I'm super excited for the 2nd anniversary, and I hope you guys are as well. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys all on the next one.